Dividends, an old idea for a new reality. Are dividend-paying stocks better than tenants? When talking about a stock portfolio of companies that pay and grow dividends, we at Miller Howard Investments often use an income-generating real estate analogy, emphasizing that it's all about cash flow. Everyone seems to understand the idea of rental property. You get income today, hopefully more income tomorrow, and hopefully a more valuable property in the future. A stock portfolio can be like this too. What would an investor look for when buying a 25-unit apartment complex? First, you want good location with potential for the location to become even better in the future. This would increase the value of the property investment, and in the case of a stock portfolio, this would equate to appreciation potential. Second, you want financially sound tenants who have the ability to pay their rent on time and in full, and have the capacity to pay increasing rents over time. We compare these rents to the dividends paid by your stock portfolio. Third and most important, you want to own something that's going to pay its own bills and give you a cash return on your investment right away. You would never rent an apartment to a tenant who couldn't pay now but promised to pay you at some point in the future. In other words, you want your investment to be cash flow positive. To recap, good location, financially sound tenants, cash flow positive. Why do you hold an income property? One reason is that you have a reasonable expectation that rents will rise as leases become due. And if you hold steady, your property value should slowly appreciate over time as a result of the rising cash flow. The bars show how $300,000 in rental income the first year could theoretically continue to grow at 5% a year. In year 10, your income would have risen 55%. In this case, your value would also go up 55% during the period, since rental properties are commonly valued as a multiple of their rents. So as rents go up, all things being equal, so should the value of the property. This area represents the value of your investment. For example, the $5 million paid for the apartment complex, increasing at the same 5% per year as the income increases. This next area represents a fluctuating property value. As we all know, property values can and do change. What is important to note is that whether the value of the property is up or down, the owner still collects the rents, which are cash flow positive. Unlike investor behavior with a stock portfolio, real estate owners don't check the prices every day or even every month because they're not intending to sell the property as long as it continues to generate the anticipated cash flow. You take a long view, knowing that you've made an investment, not a trade. The same concept holds true for an income-generating portfolio of dividend growth companies. Stocks can be held for a lifetime if they continue to fulfill their promise of income today, increasing income tomorrow, and over time, growth in the underlying principal. Why should an investment in a portfolio of dividend-paying stocks be any different? It isn't really if. You have a portfolio of financially strong companies that pay and grow dividends, not unlike the real estate analogy with its tenants and rental income. The companies are monitored to ensure they can pay increasing dividends on a regular basis. In other words, if investors focus on income generation, the stock prices will take care of themselves. You give your portfolio the time it needs to generate current cash flow and rising income that can help pay expenses and/or reinvest in more stocks, which can generate even more income. This is the beauty of compounding. These are some of the many benefits to owning a dividend stock portfolio. And unlike our rental property analogy, a portfolio of dividend-paying companies has no mortgage payment, no tenants to bother you at all hours of the day and night, and no roof to fix. And with a stock portfolio, if you need to make a sale, it can be done in minutes, not months. Miller Howard Investments has been managing dividend-focused portfolios for nearly 2 decades. We firmly believe that a portfolio targeting financially strong dividend-paying stocks is the key to building long-term sustainable wealth and essential to maintaining wealth for investors who need to spend income.